This episode of the Haunting You podcast is brought to you by VFX. Scare, entertain, and promote with VFX products. Learn more at vfxcreates.com.
Oh, the lines are moving now.
Excellent.
All right.
We were left unsupervised, which is really, really hazardous.
This is a bad idea. Should we just start? We could do
I
that.
think so, because we got popcorn too.
Ooh, I'm John Schelt.
And I'm Leslie Reed. And right now, it's just the two of us until somebody comes back to supervise us.
I know,
so...
this was a bad plan by management. This was a truly bad plan.
It really is, but it's going to be fun.
I know. We have hockey. We have popcorn. We're together.
Woohoo!
I'm wondering how long.
Beer.
That's true. Alcohol is involved.
You started the recording again. You asked.
What? What are
You
you
didn't
talking
touch the
about?
board.
I did not touch the board.
I made
The
sure
board
of
was
it.
left alone.
The board was untouched.
Mm-hmm.
I'm grateful you did not touch the board.
In fairness, is it our fault for touching the record button? Is it your
The
fault for leaving us
key
unsupervised?
board?
In our defense, we were left unsupervised.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That one's on you. Coming to you live from Leslie's Basement, sponsored by the Chamber of Haunters. This is Haunting You. I'm John Schelt.
I'm Keoni Hutton.
I'm Leslie Reed.
Hi. I think it was good. What did they say? Cut, print?
Didn't we not introduce me for like the first?
Yeah, it
hour
was just
of
a
the-
random
Uh-huh.
Something
Yeah,
like
something
that.
like that.
Something
like
like
that.
that. Well,
Yeah.
we will
Continue
press
with
on.
that.
I like that one. I like that way.
Welcome everyone back to the Haunting You podcast. And as you may have noted, we're in Leslie's basement.
All together in
All
the same place.
together in
We're
freaking
here.
Leslie's basement. I admit, I'm a little disappointed that we're not in Leslie's living room.
I mean, it's like 6 feet down.
It is like 6 feet that way. And honestly, I
Mhm.
think the acoustics are better here. Like, everyone was worried that there might be echoes here. I don't think there are echoes here.
Okay, well, that's good.
So
why are you
why are you
disappointed?
disappointed
Yeah,
that we're
why?
not in the living room?
Because like the only
Tradition.
places that we have
Okay.
filmed, quote unquote, recorded from
There you go.
have been the Chamber of Haunters studios virtually and Leslie's living room.
This is true, but this is the basement.
This is
living
Leslie's
room.
basement.
Yeah.
But it's the basement living room.
The basement living room.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're really in Leslie's living
I mean,
room.
it's not like a
Yeah.
dungeon kind of thing or anything.
I
mean,
should have done
there's,
my
like
tongue
couches and
exercises.
stuff.
I should have done tongue exercises before we began this.
You
can do
probably
it now.
should have.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Right,
She
you
sells
said
Rubber
seashells
baby
seashells
by
buggy
by the
the
bumpers,
seashore.
rubber baby buggy bumpers, rubber baby buggy bumpers, rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Peter Piper picked a bag of pickled peppers.
How many peppers did Peter Piper pick?
You need to do tongue exercises too.
How much wood? Put woodchuck, woodchuck, wood.
Ah. John, I want to hear you try to say.
I have no ability to do the fast
Sally,
thing.
We know you do not.
Sally sells seashells by
Yeah,
the
She,
Sally
she,
sells
seashore.
by
she
the
sells
shore.
she sells seashells by the seashore.
Yeah, that one sucks.
Screw Sally.
I'm not even sure that's.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of
But I think-
Peter Piper pickles. Peter Piper pick. Blah, blah, blah,
Yeah, okay.
blah.
That's
Blah,
actually
blah, 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 blah.
that went a different way than I thought. I thought you were going to try some sexually suggestive, like try to tie the cherry stem knot with your tongue at me. I assume that's where you were going with it.
Hand me one of those cherry kisses.
We have three cordial kisses, not cherry.
Not
Not
cherries.
maraschino. Well, no, technically we do maraschino cherries, but they're not.
But they don't have stems.
What? Really quick before you move forward, what does this button do?
Don't touch the buttons.
Buttons.
I'm gonna have to be beating John all night because he keeps
Yes.
trying to touch buttons on my sensitive
I don't get to
electronics.
touch buttons any other
You
time.
should not ever get to touch buttons.
I pushed the button.
I got to touch a button, plug stuff in.
I will not let you plug things in. You should not be allowed to. Nope.
What about the switch?
Don't touch the switch either.
I feel like we need a board of just like nothing's plugged in. Oh, I know.
You know,
Go
there
get
are
one of the boards
podcasts where
with something
like
plugged
each
into it,
host
and then we
has
get-
a board, a sound board.
I am not under
I
any
like-
circumstances giving you a board. That being said, I think we need a bingo card or something to go along with this episode.
We absolutely need a bingo card.
What, for bits?
John touches a button. John electrocutes something. Leslie stabs somebody. You know, the usual stuff.
You try and
buttons.
maintain order and
There
It
is
fails.
no maintaining order in this episode. So I
Yes.
apologize to all of you who are actually looking for quality content. I cannot
No.
promise
This is
you.
not your episode.
skip
that
this
there is
episode.
not
Go
going
on
to be
after.
quality content here. It is going to be absolute chaos the entire time. But
Because on top of all of this, we're watching the Abs game in the background.
yes,
We
you
are,
might
in
hear
fact.
us yell excitedly or just
Or
scream
profanities.
Yeah.
There may be all of that.
There's definitely going to be some profanities.
Especially since the Avs are being outshot 11-2 by Chicago so far after the first period.
Well, you got to just be putting that out there.
Not
Because
not
it's
okay with
true,
this.
and we're disappointed.
Hopefully, Nate is
see.
having some
Angry
words
at
with them
them.
in the locker room, and we'll see
Oh.
how the second period goes.
Not
But
just having many words with them in the locker
I'm
room.
sure he
Not
is.
one of them is
Many
thank you for your
words.
efforts.
yeah,
I want to say
there
Angry
have been
Nate.
no efforts.
Let's see.
But welcome everyone back to the Hunting You podcast. We are so excited to be here, and of course, so excited to be together, actually doing the thing that we love to do most, which is hang out, watch the Avs game, eat candy, eat popcorn, eat pizza, all of the above.
Drink beer.
Yay!
Drink beer. There's
There is
definitely some
alcohol.
beer drinking. Do not give John buttons. Why are we giving John buttons?
Because those buttons
Technically
aren't
not a-
attached to anything.
Well, there are buttons.
There are
Ha!
definitely buttons
They're
and
not
dials.
attached to anything.
Oh, they can now.
You can plug some.
Oh boy.
He gave John a toy that can't break what we're doing.
This makes
This
me
is
think of when I
progress.
give my son something to get him to go away and stop talking.
This is exactly what's happening.
I don't care, though. I'm fine with that.
If it takes pressure off of you having to be John the entire time,
I'm just going to turn you down a little bit, John.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I figured it would.
Does that matter that that's not plugged into anything?
No.
Okay,
Matter
don't worry
of you.
about that.
Yeah, exactly.
there's cords adjacent.
Hardcore.
But also, happy Thanksgiving to everyone in the United States who is getting ready to celebrate. That is why I get the opportunity to be back here in Colorado and hang out with my best friends. And keep an eye on our Instagram, because you may see us chilling out at our favorite old home haunts. And I don't mean home haunts like, the traditional home haunts,
Yeah.
but rather the old haunts that we have at home.
The places that we have haunted.
Say
The
that-
places that we have haunted.
Say that
And
3
call
times fast.
Are you
Home-
guys doing veggie or fruit drop at the AMC?
I cannot
I don't know what you're talking about.
confirm or deny anything.
Who would do that?
That seems odd. Bizarre.
Were you able to
Who
locate?
are you? Who are you talking about?
Mr.
I don't know what you're talking
Potato
about.
What's going on?
Do they have a wicked Mr. Potato Head?
There is not a wicked Mr. Blah, blah, blah. I have not yet found a
I'm gonna
wicked
turn
Mr.
you
Potato
down.
Head.
Have you been looking for one?
I am always looking for
Specifically-
I
one.
was going to ask, did you actually...
I have never stopped looking for assorted potato heads, and
No, but have you specifically put in the search bar
As
"Wicked"?
he pulls up his
Mr.
phone.
Potato Head.
As he pulls up his phone.
I just wanted to clarify.
there is in fact a wicked potato head.
And it's glorious.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
That confirms that he had not searched for it
Correct.
beforehand.
Until this moment, you all got to see it live on the podcast.
And Leslie was the one that put it into his head.
Yay.
To be fair, it is a Wizard of Oz, Mrs. Potato Head, not a Wicked. But
come on.
Potato.
but
It's a potato head instead of a potato head.
Wicked Witch, Wicked
That was
Witch.
actually really good. That was well played.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we are here in Leslie's basement. We are eating snacks. We are drinking beer. We are watching the Avs game. And we're going to talk Halloween here because we have not had an opportunity to debrief what happened in 2025. And a lot happened in 2025.
If you like the
Points of
chaos of this specific episode, you should go back to episode 58 where we're also live from Leslie's.
There we go. Was that the last time we were live from Leslie's living room?
I'm still looking. I can't find any other than that.
What was
Yeah.
the
No,
date?
there should be 3.
Episode 58, July 19th, 2022.
That's when we moved in
That
here.
was when we moved.
That was when I was moving to.
Yeah, because that was when the Stanley Cup was going on.
You were going.
So there
to
should
back
be
to
one more.
Maryland.
Yeah, when the Avs won the Stanley Cup.
There'll be one more.
Or were you?
No,
moving?
that was when I was moving to
Before-
California. There should be one
Yes.
from California back to Maryland in 24.
Yeah, because there was one that we did at the other house.
No, that was which was in pre
Yeah.
Pandemic.
2022.
Yeah, so look for like June of 22.
Will you stop putting the word live in all these?
Never.
Oh, okay. And also episode 48.
Yes,
Live
another
from Leslie's
another
living
live
room.
from Leslie's living room.
That's 2021. Wow, that is a 2-hour episode.
Yeah, this
I'm
the
not
way things are
surprised.
going, this one's going to be longer.
So,
Yeah.
So, Keoni, just point of order. Have you guys really not had the time to do a debrief, or have you just waited to do the debrief here?
We
Yes.
have not had the time to do the debrief because I have been very busy trying to get the haunted house packed up so that I could leave the house and come here and do this.
Would that have been like an insurance issue or something?
Not an insurance issue so much as if everything is not fully assembled together, it is not stable because everything relies on everything else to keep it.
Which then
Upright.
would lead to an insurance issue.
Not necessarily.
Potentially.
I doubt it.
If kids,
I mean, if kids happen to be invading my property without permission while we're not there and they get crushed by a haunted house, that is not my fault, and I'm pretty sure liability would cover it because they were trespassing.
I feel that's like the life lesson.
Again, you brought up liability, so it's an insurance issue. So I was right.
Hi, pups.
Yes, but it's a criminal issue because they're trespassing, so I don't feel bad.
Exactly. I didn't bring that up. I just said,
Yeah. But more,
I know.
I don't want my shit to break because I don't want to have to rebuild it completely next year. I just want to have to reassemble it.
fair enough.
So yes, we are here to debrief Halloween 2025 and talk about all of the amazing things that happened and some of the lessons learned that we took away while shaking our fists angrily at the Avalanche, who are so far drastically underperforming.
Shouldn't this really be called a postmortem?
This is definitely a postmortem.
And I just want to point
Apropos.
out we wasted the entire first period. Yeah.
We did not waste it. We enjoyed watching it.
We did? Not the first period, but the first period intermission.
We did not waste it. We have 15 minutes of content already recorded.
I know.
And out of
You
a 20
haven't
minute
even
intermission,
started
I think we're doing
talking
pretty
about
good.
Halloween.
Oh, we don't. Yeah, but our episodes
normal.
never start by talking about Halloween.
No, that's pretty rare.
Let's be reasonable
No.
here.
And pretty much from October to June, they pretty much always start by talking about the Avs.
Yes,
I should point out, I have never actually listened to one of these.
Should we
I believe you.
Should we discuss that other voice that our listeners may not be familiar with? That's
No.
just out there in the
No,
ether.
no,
Okay,
no,
that's fine.
No, he's just going to keep
If they
interjecting.
can't,
We'll put it on.
If-
We'll put it on Twitter. Like, who's the voice? Make it like a whole thing.
yeah,
the
but
mystery
you already
voice.
told them what episodes to listen to.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So if
That's
they
true.
can't
That will
figure
narrow
it
it
out
down.
based
Like,
off of
I'm sure-
context and prior information, then
Exactly.
I'm sure somewhere in there we mentioned it.
Someone will figure it out, and if you do, leave it in the comments so that others who are lazier than you can also figure it out. But in the meantime, we're just going to let that stand, and
And if you
and
get
see
it
what
right,
happens.
post a comment and you win nothing.
That's right. You win nothing. That's a great prize, right?
But bragging rights.
Bragging rights. Bragging rights are
I'll take
important.
that. I just want to point out to everyone, we're watching the Avalanche local broadcast of the
Bop
show,
it.
and our local broadcasters are better than yours. So I just throw that out there.
And there are puppies trying to climb on the table.
Hi, pup.
Like all kinds of chaos is happening already.
There's probably people who are just like,
Whoa.
what is going on? I need to turn this off. It's funny too, because this is a different experience for me. One, I'm holding a microphone, which is pretty rare. Yeah, well, not rare, like never. I think I did that twice.
Yeah.
And
And in fact, the last time we did this,
That
we were
was a
short on
horrible
microphone.
pass.
So I was holding the microphone, and I would just occasionally stick it in your face. So you still weren't holding the
well, no,
microphone.
I
yet.
remember at the very beginning, I bought a microphone for the show, and I think it
Never used it.
didn't work. I
Never
think we tried once
used
or
it.
twice, and it just didn't work.
I feel like you've given up trying to use
Yes.
a
But-
computer to record these, and you just use your phone.
Well, I do because I just have too much to do. So this is again a new experience for me where I'm sitting. I'm usually walking around doing things, chores and taming
so-
children.
Well, if it makes you feel better, we have chores that you can do for us.
Absolutely.
I mean, I already have these.
Those are very
Keep it- yeah.
important, John. Keep
Hey,
working
lose
on
the-
them.
Even though I-
No, you unplugged it.
Now we're worried about who's holding onto the damn
Yeah.
microphone.
Well, I can't do everything.
John, just don't put the plugs into places they shouldn't be in,
Well, like that one.
please.
For
Yes.
everyone who is out there listening to the podcast, you need to see exactly what we've given John so that
Play with something.
he gives him something to play with so that he's not messing with the actual
What, like that one?
But yes, like the actual don't touch no touching buttons.
Yeah, the thing that he has in front of him is a micro version of K's control board. It's
The
the
hell this thing is.
audio
That's
interface,
called a pedal.
and that
It's a
is
pedal.
a guitar
pedal.
pedal.
Can you hear me now?
It's a
Yeah.
heavy,
Better than that?
You
It's
put
a
the microphone closer
heavy
to your face.
metal.
You see what I'm
guitar
dealing
pedal.
with all the time. This is what I'm dealing with.
You know what?
Can
This
you
is what he
imagine?
volunteers to deal with
Keoni.
every time.
That's true.
Can you imagine when we're trying to like build shit and this is what he's doing? Like this is exactly what it's like when we're trying to build a
That's
haunted
why
house.
This
he's
is-
not allowed to build.
This
I
is
can
why
hold
he's not allowed
things.
to build.
I can hold stuff.
That's why you're holding those.
Specific things.
Yeah, that too.
Keoni, if you wanted to, we could hook up one of the mics through that metal militia distortion pedal.
And then
I also have a phaser one that goes.
we're not doing that.
I have another. I have multiple.
For all
I
of
mean,
you who are seeing the video first,
Dude.
definitely make sure you go check out the Haunting You podcast on hauntingyou.com so you can see everything else that happens here.
Man.
But my arm's getting tired, so I'm going to turn this off.
That's a sweet.
Wish
hat.
us luck.
This is really good
You,
audio.
I'm cutting out a lot of this. I don't know how much, but a lot of it.
Do you keep that part in that you're cutting out a
Do you
lot?
just want
So
to?
he occasionally does.
Occasionally I do,
Okay.
yes. I don't know how well that's going to work, but we'll see.
Did
So
you just mute John?
I just muted John, yes.
Hey.
Dude, don't get that close to me.
Well, not at least at this house, please.
Yeah, exactly. Save it for later. Yeah, so Halloween 2025, Les.
Yeah, I love the videos.
The videos
Ridiculously amazing.
are amazing. So let's start there. That's a great
my
spot. We put videos inside the haunted house for the first time, and
And by videos, he means video recorders.
I do mean video recorders.
Also
we used
known
Blink.
as cameras.
Yeah, those things.
We used Blink cameras. So there's some pluses and minuses to the Blink cameras. On the one hand, they can see in the dark. They have infrared, and they can see in light. They record 30-second snippets at a time, and then turn off, and then it can reset in as short as 9 seconds after that. And so I ended up with like 500 30-second clips, mostly of my actors running around through the hallways when nobody was there, which
Children labor.
child labor. It's exactly what it is.
Volunteer.
We'll talk about that more when we get to the actors. But the Blink cameras were pretty.
Go
They're
Andy.
easy to set up.
Go
They're
Andy.
relatively inexpensive for what they do, and by buying both the cameras as well as the extender, I could put an SD card on the extender and it records directly to the extender, so I don't have to pay for the Blink subscription,
Oh, that's
which
nice.
is really nice. It's all connected to Wi-Fi. It uses my house Wi-Fi. I could add as many cameras as I want to it, and over time, I probably will get a couple more in order to hit like every scare zone. But in general, I'm very happy with it. Where I got very frustrated with them
the tiny children running
was
around.
the tiny children running around. And honestly, more specifically, like my 10-year-old was an actor for the first time this year inside the haunted house. He had an absolute freaking blast, but he has the attention span of John. Yes, he has the attention span of John. Pick your microphone up so people can hear you making smart-ass
I thought
comments.
you muted me.
I turned it back on.
Oh, why did you say so?
to avoid you getting distracted.
Exactly.
On
Kind of
account of you
enjoying
have an
watching-
attention span like your nephew.
Andy,
Right.
what? That's right, Bikes.
There's there's
Well,
nice.
yes, and then there's that.
But yeah,
Keoni.
so my son has the attention span of John. So anytime there was not someone like actively walking down the hallway at him, he was doodling in the air, doing dancing and wiggling, and the camera picked up all of it, right?
Would record for 30
Is there
seconds.
any-
It would
and then take
record for
10
30 seconds
to
and then stop
reset.
for 10 seconds. And where that became very frustrating was he would activate the camera before people got into the room. And so by the time the scare was actually about to happen, the 30 seconds would be up and we would miss the scare completely. It would come back with the aftermath of the scare. So I ended up with a whole lot of videos of like the lead up and the aftermath missing the best freaking part, which was very, very frustrating.
What? Well, first off, is there anything you can use for blackmail? Just like
There
give
is
them a hard time?
much I can use for blackmail.
Excellent.
Yes.
Okay.
And when they bring girls home for the first time when they're teenagers, these videos are absolutely coming out.
I like that.
I
that plan a lot.
totally support that.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
his godfather.
Why not just so for the? Can't you do the continuous recording using the subscription?
So if there's a way to do continuous recording, I have not figured it out.
I thought there was. Anyway, I was gonna say why not just subscribe to it if that's the case, and then just cancel it.
Money.
I have had that thought as well. Yeah.
Then just take that, pay $8 for 1 month, and you're good.
And honestly, like when I first bought it, I bought it right before Halloween and it came with like a 60-day free trial of the subscription. So I did take advantage of that and I have since canceled it. So that's an option if all of you out there want to take advantage. That it's a possibility.
You think Amazon will pay us some money for that?
Probably not.
Damn.
But you can try.
But I'm sure Blink, if they ever find out that you did that, will be pretty and are now soliciting it.
I don't know what you're
They
talking
might have some issues.
They can't prove
words.
that.
Well, how much of your workforce is
I
child?
will be a witness for them.
Adjacent.
Most of my workforce was child adjacent.
Okay.
I had a very, very hard time recruiting actors this year.
So you thought, excellent, children.
Excellent children. That's exactly what happens.
Parents have said children looking to child labor laws.
I paid them in pizza. It's fine.
Honestly,
I'm just wondering
Voluntary,
about
and it
whether-
kept them mostly out of trouble.
I
Or
was going
rather,
to say.
it
It
kept
did.
their trouble isolated to the haunt.
I
That's
just
true.
wonder if you,
With video
they,
evidence and protection. Life is good.
I just wonder if they could say that you created a hostile work environment.
I mean,
We created a terrifying one.
Terrifying.
My point
work-
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. There's a Layla trying to climb into my lap.
Yeah, she does that.
Now she's sniffing microphones, but
speak.
is not saying something.
Layla,
Say
speak.
something, Layla.
Say something.
God.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
So-
I don't know how I'll use that, but I'll definitely be using that somewhere.
There have to be some of our listeners that'll be like, oh no, another one of these. It's off the rails.
This is absolutely going to be off.
Completely.
I promise you all, this is going to be off the rails.
That's just how it is.
Yeah. So to sum up, Blink cameras, I'm in favor. I think it was a good investment.
80 what? That's right.
So what is the price point of a Blink?
That is a great question. I think there were
it's like $11.99. Mine, I'm subscribed to one. At least the one I have is.
no, like, but to actually buy
Like
the
to buy a
cameras,
camera.
Oh, the camera.
Like if the camera's $11.99, then
then I would be buying a lot more of them. No,
I think-
there were a couple $100.
There's some unresolved issues.
Yeah, so the
Pictures
cameras
so
themselves
upset.
are
Oh, yeah.
are $18.
well, that's not bad at all.
Really?
Yeah, $18 each, and then the recording system, the extender, cost me
It's
about
everything
$100.
else is.
Yeah, so I put about $150, $200 into the system this year.
It's not bad.
So I got 3 cameras and the extender, and it was a good investment. Like, I'm glad I did that.
He tries to desperately keep us on track.
Oh, yeah.
It's futile.
Everyone should definitely
It's
go and subscribe to us on Instagram and Facebook at Hunting University on Instagram, facebook.com/huntingyou, and YouTube at Hunting You, because that is where I will be posting all the videos once I have gotten through the 500 30-second clips and actually found the ones worth watching.
Of which half of them are
Most of
the
them are
actors
just
running
kids
around.
actors running around the haunted house. Exactly. Bored.
So again, as you're looking at your actors and looking at who you bring on, just recognize that when you're working with kids, they have some amazing ideas and they do a fantastic job. They're also apt to run through your haunt and entertain themselves during the downtime. So just prepare and be warned and plan for that in advance.
I also intend to use a lot of these clips to make, fun meme type videos. Just did one to a popular Sabrina Carpenter song, did one to a Taylor Swift song, and we're going to be doing one to that British music that
Benny Hill.
Benny Hill, is that what it's called?
And the other Taylor Swift song that I was telling you about.
And and another Taylor Swift song that
what
that
just happened
told
in
us
our
about.
power play?
We got lost.
We
and
lost it, is what happened.
failed.
There's a
Okay.
lot
We have turned over the power play to the Blackhawks.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to make sure I was clear on that.
Yeah.
Because that was really dumb.
It's exactly what happened, though.
Yeah.
Got one more rush.
So highly
Wow.
recommend it. Highly recommend the Bleak cameras is where we're at. But I want to talk about kind of everything else that was happening with the haunt as well, because I think we had a really good year. We had a lot of challenges that were very, very frustrating.
Yeah.
Did you not have a good reason set up ahead of time for the because you seemed lost?
But you know what is?
I mean,
Look at the. Sorry.
very rarely do we actually plan ahead on what we're going to say
I know that,
anymore.
but-
We mostly wing
Yep.
it.
I
So
know.
going back through and listening to a bunch
We're not
of
one of
early
those
ones,
shows.
But you
When we actually-
paused as if you had no idea what the hell to say.
But when
Yeah.
I edit it later, you'll never know the pause was there.
But no, I was
You
actually
bastard.
listening to a bunch of early episodes.
See? Censorship. But we
Self-censorship.
Fake
Self-censorship. Self-censorship.
we tied him. In
Not
shots
really, because it's you censoring the rest of us.
Oh, yeah. I censor the crap out of all of you.
So it's not self-censorship. It's
now. And yeah,
I
remember-
self-censor
remember-
myself.
What about the podcast where you open it up like 10 seconds in, dropping F-bombs about the rats?
I mean,
There's a lot of those.
there are a lot of those.
It couldn't have
accurate.
been more than 10 seconds.
I believe that's still the record on Fastest
believe it is.
F-bomb.
I do
should've
remember.
thought of that. Can you start it?
I do remember when Keoni was very much against any foul language on the.
Well, we still
on it.
try to avoid it.
I
Try.
I want people to be able to listen to this in the car when they have children in the car, whatever. And so I try to edit out the profanity.
Why do you worry about when kids are in the car with with parents? Because you know that the kids aren't paying any attention to what parents are listening to.
That is not true at all.
Yes,
we have
it
lots
is.
of child fans.
I have my children listen to everything.
Even when you think
And it
they're
has
not.
and even when I think they're not. And it's led to some very awkward conversations lately because we were watching Firefly.
Oh, shit.
And
Beep.
it's more risque than I remember. How about that?
One of the characters is
movie or the
literally
show?
a companion. Her entire job is sex.
Yes. Accurate.
And then there's Jane.
You didn't remember
And
that?
there's Jane. I figured it aired on broadcast TV. It can't be
It
too
aired
bad.
on Fox.
It aired on Fox. Yes, that is true. Anyway, yeah,
Stop.
so kids are listening. So we already talked a little bit about how I struggled mightily to find actors to fill the haunt this year. Longtime listeners would, of course, know that most of the time where I find my actors is bribing my friends. And
It's true.
it didn't work this year. They're apparently tired of pizza.
20 years, it finally caught up with you.
No,
Yet
it's,
here we are with pizza.
it was just very expensive to fly out there.
No question. And then, like,
That is true.
in the past, I was able to take advantage of friends who were living in the area. Most of them have moved to other places because, lo and behold, we're all in the Coast Guard and they make us move every couple of years. And all the people who have helped me in the past have moved away, which was not helpful.
And you
Yeah,
haven't
damn
made
it.
new friends in that.
I have
time?
not made new friends. Yeah,
Okay.
I am an antisocial bastard. I have not made new friends.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
It is,
I get that.
That is very much not how I would describe you. But hey, you
Thank
know,
you. Thank you.
I also don't work with you, so
That's fair. That's fair.
You know what? That's a good question. What are you like as a boss?
You would have to ask the people I supervise.
how would you characterize yourself as a boss?
Yeah.
Are
What,
you
you guys haven't
complete
seen
asshole?
Switch Switch
Burned out
Wiki
and
Wiki?
detached?
Huh?
Burned out and detached?
So
Well, especially because you're in accounting, right?
I am not in accounting. I'm
Oh.
in resourcing.
Resourcing.
Yes.
that sounds
I
What
like
do
does
not
that
ha-
mean?
It means I have to find the money and find the people, but I don't have to make sure it all adds up at the end of the ledger.
oh,
That's my job.
That's her job.
That sounds like me telling people
I
to
work with
acquire
those people.
equipment.
Yeah, exactly.
Do they-
I work with those people.
They yell at you.
No, I yell at them when their numbers don't add up.
legit.
Thought math was your friend.
It is my friend. It's
Okay.
apparently
What
not
was
their
that,
friend.
Mumbles?
Most accountants don't actually know how to do math properly.
As Leslie has demonstrated over and over.
They have formulas for that.
We have Excel for that.
We have We've had that discussion on the podcast once already.
Yes, we have.
Yes, we have. So, where did I find actors this year? Well,
You kidnapped the children.
I did not kidnap the children, for what it's worth. I want to throw that out there up front. I did not kidnap the children.
Okay, fine. You borrowed the
I
children.
borrowed the children. I did reach out to
Creatively borrowed?
a little bit. I reached out
Like
to
John's level of creative borrowing.
No.
So was it like a whole candy in a van situation? Or did you do like, was it like the full burlap sap? Just no subtlety at all? Just
No
throw
subtlety. Zero subtlety whatsoever.
You were like, screw it. If we're going to do it, we're going to
no,
do it right.
honestly, it ended up being kind of cool because I was building big this year, right? We had a
That's
facade
an
for the first
understatement.
time. That facade was
Notice
16
how
feet
quickly
across,
he tries to
18
get
feet
away
tall.
From the allegations of any illegality there.
It's pronounced facade.
My point is, I had a big old fucking weenie in the middle of my driveway.
And then you went and borrowed children.
So hold up. Hang on.
This does not get edited out.
This
First
does
off,
not get
that,
edited
that
out.
is a 2-minute minor. Thank you. So second, the weenie
Yes,
preceded the kidnapping.
the weenie did in fact precede the kidnapping of the children.
Okay.
Borrowing.
Now you have
And honestly-
admitted that you kidnapped.
This looks
You-
really bad. This is not a good
You
look.
already denied.
The weenie did its job.
Bing.
The weenie did its job. People,
because then
particularly
kids appeared.
neighbors, were going by the house. They saw what was
You
happening.
hear these words?
Yes.
The weenie did its job, and then there were kids.
Everybody should go back and listen to episode 10. Just pause this podcast right now.
Wasn't Zell just in the
Jump
box or
back.
something else?
Jump back to episode 10, listen to episode 10, and then come back.
What? I don't know what episode 10
I know. That's okay.
Okay.
That's where we
But I don't.
That's where we introduce the concept of the weenie.
yes, and it's basically an entire episode of
Weenie jokes.
Now you can say nothing. How many like
So were you
sound
joking
bites
when
did
you
you
said
put
you
in
had a
there?
weenie
Way
and then
too
took kids,
many.
or were you being serious that you had?
No,
a
no, it's
weenie
actually a weenie.
and then took
it's
kids?
Liz.
I had a weenie and then I took kids.
Wait, what
Okay.
was the van? What did the van look like?
There was no van.
Well, they were locals.
Was it like
They're
the Oscar
local.
Mayer
That's it.
kind
They're
of thing?
local. No, they're locals. So, like,
Yeah,
what ended up
locals.
happening was the neighbors saw what
Oh
we
my
were doing.
Car.
Damn it.
Ah.
That was almost a really great goal. It was not.
It
We
was
should
not.
all know that if they do score a goal, we should probably lean a little bit away from the mic.
No.
That
no.
was angry Nate right there.
What do you mean lean? Because everybody who has a mic in their hands, we're all going to be doing this.
Leslie's right.
That is true.
So the
Come
mic
on, Alex.
becomes
Let it just do one.
non-issue.
We want to do.
I am the only one that does not have to hold a microphone.
It's okay.
Yeah. So it ended up being kind of cool because the neighbors saw what we were doing and they're like, hey, can we help? And the moment I hear someone say, "Can I help?" Abso-freaking-lutely, you can help. And so I had 3 different families from the neighborhood, one parent and
Oh, come on, Kale.
He was breaking ankles before that. That was beautiful.
Okay,
But-
you had 3 different families from the neighborhood.
yeah. So I had. Look at his face. He knew it too.
No.
Now we have angry Kale.
Sorry.
That's interesting.
Doesn't happen very often at all.
We are going to have to pause because we have to feed all the animals.
Go feed the animals. I can keep talking. I'll actually probably be more productive if I continue talking while all of you are gone.
Because
Never
I
mind
mean,
that.
you're talking about it. There
Sorry, Layla.
are Maryland state prosecutors trying to take notes on what happened in what time frame.
Yeah, if any of the Maryland State prosecutors need to get a hold of me, that would be John Schelt, and you can find him in Colorado.
That's how.
We will help
Carefully.
with expedition.
I was like 6 states away. I have a hell of an alibi.
Yeah,
More than 6?
You
Where's
have-
your geography?
Oh no,
definitely more than 6.
There was no
Let me
math.
assure you, because I just drove through
It's
with them
not
all.
math, it's geography.
Counting
My
is
phone's not
math.
working, I would- Yeah. So that-
Geography is not math. Geology is math.
That's math to you?
Is that just rock math?
Yes, it is
It
just
is
rock
in fact.
math.
It is in fact rock math.
Unless it's rocks for jocks.
Right.
And then there's no math involved at all.
What she said. Yeah, so we got 3 families from the neighborhood to come out and help. I had 2 adults, as well as managed to coerce my wife into assisting, and then 5
For
kids.
the first time, right?
No, she helped in 2021 as well, actually originating a character, kind of a guiding spirit, a good ghost, if you will, who wandered through the graveyard with a lantern and made sure people didn't trip and have liability issues.
Well, we should point out that other than yourself, the person that makes all of this,
Bad goalie.
the other than yourself, the person that makes most of this possible is your wife.
But absolutely, the person who makes most of this possible is my wife. I
can
have to
pause
give her
my-
a shout out
Mic
because
or mute my mic.
Sure, I got you.
I have to give her a shout out because there is no way that I could do what I do without her support and
Everything.
honestly permission.
Yes, very much.
Approval.
I had a number of female
Patience.
friends come to visit while we were doing all of this. Jazz came out, Crackers came out at various
Aw,
times.
Crackers.
Oh, yay!
She was having
Love Crackers.
serious construction in her house, so she stayed with us for a day
Nice.
before she realized we lived way too far away and
And
decided to get a
also
hotel.
had serious construction going on the outside of your house.
Well, that, yes. But anyway, both of them looked at me, looked at Ashley, and were like,
You're a saint.
I don't know how you put up with this.
Yeah.
He would never get away with this in our house. So thank you, Ashley, for making all
We
of this
should-
possible.
On that front, and I don't know if you want to post it or not, but there is a fantastic picture that illustrates this, where the day after Halloween, you hit up Spirit Halloween
I
to
did.
get all those discounts for the day after Halloween.
I did.
There's a lovely picture of Keoni's wife holding a receipt that is probably as tall as she is.
It's about 3 feet long. And it's not that. It's not as tall as she is. It's about 3 feet long.
They're pulling up the photographic evidence and then evaluating
Yes.
based on the height of
Okay,
Ashley.
so Ashley is holding it higher than she is. But if you were to take,
But she's
down-
also bending over. Okay, maybe it's 4 feet long.
What, you're telling me you don't have it to measure?
Oh no, I burned it.
Okay.
No evidence.
Really? You had
Besides
a fire
photos.
without me?
Look at you can see the things on the.
You had a fire without me?
Yes.
It's just rude.
I often do.
Okay, fine. I'll say Ashley is taller than this receipt, but it's not by much. If you were to put them end to end, I don't.
It is in fact not by
I
much.
think Ashley wins by a hair, but it is literally a receipt taller than a grown adult.
You're right.
Or
So,
almost-
and
again,
Ashley's not like 5'1".
no, my wife is like 5'7". So again, my wife is a saint. God, I love her, and I'm so grateful that she has agreed to take this journey with me in every way. But back to actors. So we coerced. That is not the word I want.
Well, that's the show.
No, I
All
think
right.
that's the right word.
That's where we should end the show. I think before any.
So I co-opted several families from the neighborhood who agreed to help. And honestly, it kind of was awesome because it turned it into a neighborhood sponsored event
Okay.
because we had so many.
Community stuff.
It was that's it. It was a community event, which was kind of cool.
I like that.
And I think I want to expand on that
Uh-oh.
next year. So really appreciated the opportunity to be able to haunt with my neighbors. I think it created something kind of cool in that we had a neighborhood haunt for the first time. And maybe we can expand on that next year and have like multiple houses doing stuff.
I like that idea.
I think that's a good.
It's a.
So just for fun, how do you? Man, you talk about what pitch we should make. How do you pitch that to it? I need to take over your house for
No. 'cause, like everybody needs to do their own thing.
Everybody does their
Okay,
own thing.
okay.
But, hey, if you want to kind of be a part of the big picture,
okay.
here's some ideas. Here's some ways to do that. And it's
Everybody
a support.
do some decorating, and like it would be super because we are all the way at the end of the cul-de-sac. It would be super cool to have stuff all the way down the cul-de-sac leading to the haunted house.
Yeah, and we've talked a number of times about make sure your HOA is treated.
Have no
with-
HOA check.
Yeah,
Didn't
But
you just
how
say you
do
tried
you-
to bribe them, silly?
That was
What
when I
else
lived
would you do
here.
with but what a great way to
That's better.
Yeah.
to bring the neighborhood together,
Yeah.
though, to have something that especially with the neighborhood that has as many kids as yours does.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, because that gives them that memory and that something exciting to look forward to in October.
We built some great memories for these kids this year.
Yeah.
But I've got to say, like, working with children is exhausting.
Yes.
It is hard. And I need help, is what it really comes down to.
Yeah.
So you recruited children for this solution.
No. What? So
I know.
really what I need to do is to start recruiting, like, and then delegating roles to
Yeah. Oh.
the other families who are coming in. I need someone who is willing to take on corralling the children. I need someone who can take on costuming. I need someone who can take on makeup because those are not my skill sets. And honestly, I'm so busy with everything else that
Hey!
Did it go in?
Yes!
Holy shit, went in!
There we go, boys.
Allie, we scored. You're not allowed to come back down now.
Stay up there. Sorry.
Hard. It was a kale.
Don't mess with the juju.
Because I thought Spencer Knight.
Oh,
Okay.
Hell
finally.
yeah.
Because Spencer Knight took that and shot it right to, I thought, Rock
Uh-huh.
Nelson. I was like, if he could have turned around and fired it, there you go. boy.
Yes. Holy
Finally.
shit.
Jesus.
A lot of that profanity is going to be in the last 30 seconds.
That was amazing because it bounced off the
Love
goalie,
it.
went right to
Uh-huh.
McCarr, and he just put it in. That was amazing.
Oh, there you go. See, look at the shots now, too.
Yeah, we have
All right,
we
all
have
right.
dominated this
Better.
period. You see, that's what happens when fucking Gabe and fucking
Nah.
Mac
They
have words.
they tell the story of Game 4, 96 against the Panthers in overtime about how they went in the intermission, the fourth intermission, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe fifth intermission because it was 6 periods, where Patrick Roy like slammed his stick on the bench and said, "It's been 63 shots." Enough.
Yeah.
Somehow
yeah.
I think with Wad there was some profanity mixed
Oh,
in.
I'm sure there was.
There's definitely some profanity mixed in.
I'm sure there was. Hype up. It's just enough. 60 shots. Anyway.
Yeah. So there are definitely some challenges when you're working with kids.
Mhm.
All of the kids I had were between 9 years old and 12 or 13 years old.
So we're talking like really truly kids.
We're talking really, truly kids. And one, I was very concerned about having kids in there and having, an asshole teenager come in and cause trouble and the kids
Right.
not be able to handle it. Right.
That's fair.
And so
Uh-huh.
I very deliberately structured where I was putting the kids
Yeah.
so that there was always an adult nearby. I had an adult at the front who was controlling the flow of people coming in,
Mhm.
2 kids, another adult, 2 kids, me as an adult, and then a kid before we get out, right? And then as part of the safety brief each night, I made sure the kids knew which adults were going to be closest to them, how they could get to them, so that if there was a problem,
Good call.
how to communicate it, and get it resolved.
Don't you
Oh.
dare edit out that celebration.
I
Don't
will
you
not.
dare.
I will not. Costuming was a challenge, though, with
Mhm.
these kids. In years past, I've been able to basically completely offload the costuming to the actors
Well,
and
because the actors were adults with
because
Yeah.
the actors are adults, exactly, and are responsible and have money and can go and figure it out for themselves.
Yeah.
I could not do that with kids.
Right.
And so I ended up having to do the costuming for all of them
Yeah.
on top of it.
Oh.
And as I speak of frequently,
Mm-hmm.
I am bad at costuming. It is not my skill set. And so thankfully, I had a bunch of pieces all from previous year. So I had a ton of scrubs that I've collected because we're doing hospital themes. It's good to have scrubs on hand. So I could dress them up in scrubs. I had straight jackets that I could just dress them up in. I had...
Yeah, your son seemed to have liked wearing that a lot.
My son liked wearing the straight jacket a little too much. Little too much.
Okay, and that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting from watching a bunch of these videos of him.
Yeah, exactly. But then also, like, we had a couple of brand new scares, and so we were able to figure out the costumes for those scares, like the bush, for instance.
That was a nice
Wow.
shot.
That was great. That was
beautiful.
great.
That
I
was
love that
off
shot.
the blocker,
Right.
off the
Mhm.
post.
It was off his face
Short side.
to Makar, and then he pinged it off of the post, and it went in,
That was pretty
but super
impressive.
shallow. So, as we're up 1-0 after the end of 2. Hell yeah.
Goodness gracious.
So what I'm really learning is I need someone who can take on costuming and actually think of it in a holistic way
Mhm.
rather than me trying to throw shit together in the last minute,
Yeah.
which is usually what happened with costuming this year. My costume even got thrown together in the last minute because I thought I had more pieces to it than I actually did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was using the same Wendigo that I used previously, except I added some pieces, had the new mask from CFX, had the new sound effect box from VFX, but like I had a pair of cutoff pants
Yeah.
that went onto the stilts.
Right.
I have no
Punts?
idea what happened to them. Punts. Yeah,
Punts.
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 I had a torn up doctor's jacket
Yeah.
with blood. I have no idea what happened to it. And so like I'm missing shit. And I didn't figure out that I was missing shit until
right before
3 days
actually.
before we opened.
Well, yeah, because you were building into
Because I was
That's
building
true,
right
that's
up until
true.
the end every time. So what did I end up doing? Well, if you remember back a couple of years, we did the Haunt Comp, the haunted house competition,
Yeah.
and I developed a stilt creature
Oh,
for
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a good time.
The yellow monster.
The yellow monster. Yeah, it was in a like
Tyvex.
a Tyvek suit. Yeah, it was in a Tyvek suit. It was a mutated insectile creature thing, right? So I had that Tyvek suit. I used it for this, and honestly, it kind of worked out.
Yeah, say it still looked great.
It looked pretty good. I hated wearing it
Oh, I bet. Humidity.
with the humidity.
do it.
And,
Oh.
like Tyvek does not breathe very deliberately because it's supposed to keep shit out when you're going into hazardous environments. And then on top of that, I'm wearing a silicone mask which does not breathe, and I was sweating like a pig the entire time. What I discovered was the sweat actually made it easier to get the mask on and off because it made it slippery.
Yeah.
Which is gross, but it helped.
Did you clean the mask out for storage?
90% alcohol.
Excellent.
Yeah. What I'm learning is we need a costuming person who is on site.
So what you're saying is you need a lackey.
I need a lackey.
You
But
need multiple lackeys.
I do
true. That
need
is very true.
multiple lackeys. But if I manage to recruit more members from the neighborhood, maybe we'll have multiple lackeys.
I would start off by
That's
not
fair.
referring to that as that title.
Okay, fine. Call them minions.
Chief lackey.
Minions,
or
chief
assistant
lackey,
Minions.
chief lackey.
Babble.
But otherwise,
Babble.
like working with the kids was so much fun. They had such energy, they had such creativity, but kind of like John, they needed very clear direction on what to do.
Yeah.
And what the limits of their creativity were.
Mhm.
We had one boy who kind of took
How
on
dare
a
you.
role as a tour guide. And so he would be going up to every scare and be like, look,
Yes.
wait for that to open. Oh, wait, I mean, look at that picture, referring to our drop panel. Or coming over to where the Wendigo is and being like, look behind you. I was like, kid, we got to knock this shit off, man. You're ruining
helping?
everything.
You're helping, but this helping isn't helping.
Your helping is not helping. Stop it. And so having to have that conversation a couple of times was important.
Did you do that or did you outsource that to HR?
I was HR, so I did that
While you were in the Wendigo
while I
costume.
was in the Wendigo costume. Correct. Like and
on
it-
the stilts.
on the stilts. It made it complicated. It absolutely made it complicated.
I like that. 'cause
Was
it
he
feels like
scared of you, or did he?
No, because they knew me. Like
Yeah, but-
most of them
but-
had been helping me build for the
So-
entire month.
I
So-
just
I was just wondering, like, because I could see him either being scared or just being like, "You're wearing a costume; it doesn't mean
It's like,
anything."
can you imagine getting like a performance review from a guy in a Wendigo costume?
Fair. The nice thing is they all know me. They're afraid of me without the costume on. So like the costume made no difference. They knew to fear me. Just period.
Why? Hold on. Why do they fear you?
Because I'm an authoritarian dickhead as a parent.
I think we're
Is
back
that
to.
what
Did
the
you
Coast
kidnap
Guard
these
is?
children?
I did not kidnap the children. As I tell my children frequently, our house is not a democracy. It is a dictatorship.
But again, you admitted that you kidnapped the children after you
feel like
had
you
the
may
There
have
weenie.
is nothing. That is not captured anywhere in this podcast. Post editing.
We will bring it up on Instagram.
Let's be honest. You have two.
in
I
the
think
comment section.
you have enough trouble with the two that you have. I
I
don't
do,
think you're
in
looking
fact,
to
have
add
enough trouble
more.
with the two that
You're
I
not
have.
looking to acquire anymore.
And really, that's like the other thing that I really need a dedicated person for to
Kidnapping
manage the
We
actors.
let them get one shot on goal
Yes.
or two, and
That
we
was a
got,
good-
like,
it was a solid
18.
period.
We let them get one shot on goal. Well, yeah.
Someone
This
had
is a
some
much
good
better-
words of inspiration in that.
much better
locker
period.
room in the room there.
I don't think they even need words of inspiration
Probably
because they
not.
all know when they play like shit.
That's true. It's not like one of them just like we had a shitty period. They're like, for real?
Whoa! Could you see Taves? Could you see Taves being like, "Wait, you mean I could have done better?"
Yeah, exactly.
You know, there's someone in there that's just like, I mean, we did okay. And one of them, Landy, Nate glares and was like, what the fuck did you say?
I don't like that you bring a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
I can totally see that too. I don't like that.
How dare you offer me ice cream and a donut?
Exactly.
I would love to be that GM. Just like, why? What did he do? It's like, he offered me ice cream. I want him gone. I want him gone.
And Joe Sakic totally understood. It was like, "Yes,
So-
sir, Nate."
So I need a costuming person.
Yes.
I need an actor management person.
I thought you were going to say someone in charge of child like acquirement. Like you should not do that.
Child labor.
I need a child labor person.
Child wrangler.
Yeah, child wrangler. But it ended up working.
Yeah.
Not ideally, but it ended up working.
If it gets the job done.
And the kids had a blast.
The
with
kids
it,
had a
too.
blast. I think that I've created new haunters. And to help motivate them, I got them all Scarlet badges.
That's pretty good.
I haven't given it to them yet. We'll talk about that on probably the next time we podcast.
That's awesome.
Because I'm super interested to see what they think of them.
Okay, I'm curious. What do they like?
What do they like or what are they?
Or like, what are the badges? What do the badges look like? Or
Oh,
is
hold
it
on
like
a moment.
sheriff badge that you just put like a pumpkin on or something?
No. So I
What are
mean,
you
for
talking
everyone who is not familiar, Scarlet Badges is a company that does
Haunt-related badges.
haunt-related patches. So picture like merit badges for scouts, except they're haunting related,
That's awesome.
right? Like I'm pulling up the website so that they can see. Like
That's
these are them.
awesome.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I kind of like that.
Sorry, John.
So
John, are you
For-
disappointed that you're not getting a Scarab badge?
A little bit. This is kind of cool.
So, for example, here are some. I bought badges for you guys.
You left them. Didn't you?
I did. I left them in freaking Colorado.
First, you give
Damn
my
it.
shirt
Or
away.
in Maryland.
First, you give my shirt away. Now my badge, which I earned somehow.
Somehow, yeah. So here are some of the badges they offer. Most electrifying, Jack of all trades, best new ghoul, Yakko lantern, which is you award to someone who makes a customer puke. Code Brown, which you award when someone makes them poop themselves. Most improved actor of the year, creepy peep, scariest character, urine nation, for you to make someone pee themselves. Monster Mouth, crowd favorite. And then they have ones for like attendance. They have one for first year haunters. They have things for positions. So if you're in charge of training, if you're in charge of the build crew or makeup crew or whatever, really any role that you have, they probably have a badge for you on here somewhere,
That's awesome.
including Haunt Widow, which I bought for Ashley.
I like that one.
They also have a Home Haunter badge.
Do they have a haunt widower?
They do not have a Haunter Widower. No, not yet.
Okay.
I'm trying to find the one that I got you guys.
If it says something about acquiring children, I'm not taking it.
We'll make you one specifically for that.
Yeah. Here it is. I got you guys the behind the curtain support crew.
Okay.
Nice.
Because that is what you are. Behind the screams is what they call it.
I'm good with that.
There it is. Behind the screams.
Solid. I like that one. Okay. All right.
Hey, no
They
attention.
have another one for media crew that I think you deserve as well.
Yeah.
Like that. All right.
Obviously.
Yes, please give us the accolades.
But not the actual badges themselves. Because I don't care enough about you that much.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
gave my shirt away.
I did give your shirt away.
Did we get paid for that?
No.
I certainly didn't.
I mean, somebody bought the shirt, if that's what you mean. Yeah.
So wait, hold on. How much did you sell my shirt for?
$15.
Monster. You should have made at least a little more money off of it.
That was
We have to
the
get your
standard.
signature on it first.
Yeah, I mean, if you had signed it, that'd be one thing. But no.
So that would decrease the value.
Actually, next time HauntFest asks for stuff for their gift baskets, we should totally do a signed shirt.
Yes, we should.
Because we're cool like that.
Because we're cool like that.
We're cool like that.
But we need to be the avocado jack-o'-lantern,
We do
Yeah.
need that.
that shirt. Yeah.
We do.
I'll work on upsizing my little avocado jack-o'-lantern doodle that I made.
Excellent. Okay, so
What are we talking about?
we were talking
Avocado
about
jack-o'-lantern.
the crew. We were talking about
yeah.
the costuming. We talked a little bit about
Wrangling children.
wrangling children. All of that was, I think, good lessons learned for this year.
Haunting You does not advertise that you kidnap children.
So what'd
Exactly.
you use? Like a rope or?
No comment. So the build was quite the challenge this year as well.
I also only say that just so that my wife
Oh, I'm aware.
is not
I'm aware.
Just for fun.
included in the shenanigans of the courts.
Oh, I have. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That was
This-
a
this was-
I should
sinister.
be scared.
That was a sinister tone.
this was one of the most ambitious builds that we've attempted as well.
I'm going to go with the most.
It is-
I think it is. It might be the most. It was a significantly smaller haunt than intended. And a part of that is because I failed to achieve what I had hoped at the start. Because weather, because lack of material, because
You were 3 doors down.
I was more than 3 doors down. I was way more than three
No,
doors
John,
down.
We're never going to let you live that one down. Ever.
That was good. I'm pretty proud of it.
Yeah. So like, we've already talked about the facade. The facade was brand new this year. It
There's
was
Ugly
massive.
building.
And it held up. Like we had some pretty sketchy weather throughout the month of
You
October.
had some nasty weather.
We had 40-mile-an-hour winds. Even after Halloween, we were seeing 40-mile-an-hour gusts. The day I was breaking down the haunt, it was gusting like crazy.
Ugh.
But that thing was just freaking stood strong. Like it was
Well, you built the front of a house. Let's be honest.
I
here.
did in fact build the front of a house. But the fact that it was completely freestanding and yet still that stable
Yeah.
amazed me. I was convinced that at some point it would blow over. And in fact, we did not park our cars on the driveway anytime in October in case it blew over. We didn't want to crush a car, right? Yeah. So like we played it safe, but it turned out to be unnecessary. It was fine.
Yeah, but the minute you did play it unsafe, suddenly it
100%.
really wished you
100%.
had.
So really glad that we did. I am working on a CAD drawing of the facade that will be posted to
Oh, nice.
all of our social media and everything once that is done sometime over the course of this year when I find the time,
Facade.
We talked a little bit about the tents. I put everything underneath tents this year, and I'm so glad I did because it gave me a lot more freedom to really build out the design of the rooms because it was protected from weather.
Yeah.
We could go all out on the decorating. The doctor's office
Looked amazing.
looked phenomenal. I'm so happy with how it turned out.
It looks great.
Even I can't remember who gave me the idea of go find medical posters on Amazon. And was it you, Les?
That'd be me.
Yeah, Les gave us that idea and found like 20 pre-laminated posters for $20, posted them all over the doctor's office. I had some in the mad scientist laboratory. And like that kind of thing just added realism to the space.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, I put a roof on the haunt for the first time.
Yeah.
Not just the tent. So I had the tent over it. I had the walls built up, and then sitting on top of the walls, I used foam board, like 1/2-inch foam board, and actually made a ceiling.
Right.
And that was awesome because it made the space feel real. It was enclosed. It was a little bit claustrophobic, and you couldn't see the wires and the speakers and the.
Well, you had more light control.
I had a lot more light control. I had complete light control. I could make every space exactly what I wanted it to be.
Your face lit up so much when you said that. Holy crap.
Guys,
I'm a
I'm
nerd.
so excited.
You guys know I'm a giant nerd. It's fine. That's not news.
No.
But like, it was super easy to do, even though the doors were all different sizes, because doors come in all different sizes and I get them for free and I will take whatever I can get.
You find them on the side of the road.
That I have in fact found them on the side of the road.
You really are a wood vulture.
I am. But it worked, right?
It looks
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah,
it
I mean, it looks
absolutely looked fantastic. And I love the realism that it gave us. And the fact that it was all protected from the weather by these strong tents meant that we could do that.
Yeah.
Other construction. What was the other construction thing I wanted to talk about?
It's pronounced facade.
It is not.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Not.
I think it is.
You're a facade.
Thank you.
We should take a quick break, hear from our sponsors, and then we'll jump back in after I have figured out which parts of the hunting method we haven't talked about yet and what we still need to talk about.
We're keeping track.
Something like that.
Ish.
And we're back. That's my announcer voice.
I like your announcer voice.
Good place.
Yeah.
Thank you to all the sponsors. And if you have word that you want to get out to the hunt industry, get in touch with us because we have all kinds of ways that we can help you get your message to our listeners. Reach out and let's find the solution that will work best for you.
That's good.
Thank you.
It's fancy.
Thank you. So what have we not talked about yet? Big one. John's favorite, John's bread and butter, marketing.
Sorry, they were.
We ended up getting a little over 100 people come out to the haunt. I don't know for certain how many we had.
Is what over what period of time?
2 days. So we were open
Okay.
for 2 nights from 6 to 9 each night, the Saturday and Sunday after Halloween. I was worried about trying to do it after Halloween because it's after Halloween.
Right.
Honestly, it
That's
was
not-
fine.
That's not half bad.
No,
There was no problem with doing it after Halloween. People were still excited.
Yeah, considering
Yeah.
it's not bad.
So this year, Halloween is on Saturday.
Oh,
So I'm thinking we might do Friday.
yeah,
And
Oh, yeah.
Sunday,
Sunday.
100%.
something like that, right?
Yeah. I think Friday. Well,
I think
I think we could do maybe a shortened Saturday
We might be able to do a shortened Saturday.
because if you think about it, like you've got all the trick or treating. It's going to
Yeah.
be earlier, and then hey, this is an after thing or an alternative.
Maybe.
warm up to trick or treating with the ghost hunting.
Yeah. Things to think about.
yeah.
But my point is, like, I think the 2 days worked well. We could probably stretch it to 3 this year if we marked a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I was worried about doing it after Halloween. Should not have been worried. It was great. that was good decision. The way that we marketed.
No, those are your toy cords.
Yeah, those are yours. So I marketed it a number of
Don't
different
take
ways.
them home.
No worries.
We used Facebook like always.
Mhm.
But what I'm finding is people are not using Facebook as much as they did 4 years ago, the last time we did this haunt.
It's backfired.
That's
I think that
I did not get near the engagement that
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
the last time we did
yeah.
this.
Facebook is really
It's on the decline.
it's on the decline and it's becoming. I mean, it has been for a while, but the audience and the usage demographics
Absolutely. The
is not where our marketing
it's
money is.
very polite way of putting it.
it is an older audience.
It is.
Mhm.
And we saw some of that where a lot of the people who said they heard about it on Facebook were older.
We're older.
Yeah.
That's okay. I don't mind. I love when they come out because they tend to bring a lot of food with them for the
Right.
Sure.
for the
I mean,
food bank.
Not that I mean, I'll put it this way: there's no downside. To
There is
it,
certainly no downside,
but
to-
I'm not
No,
sure.
especially with free marketing.
Yeah.
But, and
Or
that's
relatively
it. It's
free
free.
marketing.
And when I say I use Facebook, like we have a Facebook page set up. I do events for every night that we're open, and then I share those events to community groups.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I found a bunch more community groups than I have in the past to do that too.
Right.
I also share them to Nextdoor, and was that it? I think that was it this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think the haunt needs an Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't like it,
I see what you're saying.
but I think it will help us hit a younger audience.
But no, I would say I think there's no downside to doing it on Facebook. I just think
I agree.
We should not put all the eggs in that
Well,
particular.
And this year even we didn't.
Yeah, no,
I
you're right.
put the yard signs out like I have before, and you
Right.
know what happened?
They all got stolen.
The freaking city took them
Bastards.
Oh, wait. How do you know the city did it?
because they are not allowed. There is an ordinance that says you are not allowed to put road signs or yard signs on public roads.
When did that start? Because you've been doing that for.
That's been
years.
since he.
Oh,
It was last time too, and I had them stolen then too.
So speaking of
Remember,
stealing,
he had to like go drive at like 10:30
Yeah.
So that they would not be stolen.
Yeah.
And
Oh, shit,
like same
shit,
thing
shit,
this year.
shit.
I put them out too early, and they got picked up, which was very annoying because
so,
they were expensive.
yeah.
so speaking of theft, could you maybe creatively acquire like a city?
Creatively acquire them back.
Well, part of that, but mostly like a city stamp or brand that you could put onto it.
Oh, there's an interesting idea.
I mean, I'm sure that's pretty illegal. But...
probably, but I don't know it would make a difference, honestly.
Yeah, probably not.
So
Fucking
I
brain.
did do that, and then I also did, for lack of a better word, mailers.
Okay. Yeah.
Kind of. I got a bunch of business cards made up, and then I stuck them in the mailboxes of every house I could find that was in our vicinity.
If you want to get rid of a kid, call this number.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically what they said.
The eternities for haunting you. Again,
I also
deny
went
that our clients
Right.
forever.
Somewhere Ashley is shaking her head. You said what?
I also took a page out of Breck's book and did some guerrilla marketing,
Okay.
by which I mean Chesapeake Beach held a Halloween party where they had a bunch of vendors come out that were
Nice.
giving out candy,
Nice.
local businesses and stuff. So I took Mortimer, my VFX ghost,
Nice.
went down there and was handing out cards as well to the haunt.
Man.
And it does look like some of the people I handed it out to showed up on my scare cams. And so I
Nice.
know that at least a few people came in that way.
Whenever I hear Mortimer, I immediately think turtle.
That's reasonable.
Yeah. Just a turtle.
That's fair.
Anyway, sorry.
It's a good turtle name. Am I not turtle enough for the turtle club?
Turtle.
I think it has to be stated at all times that is a horrible movie, except for that
Except
part.
for that moment.
Sunline.
And if you're not a millennial, you will not understand.
And you don't want to understand, let me
No.
assure you.
No, you don't.
No. Dana Carey or whatever,
Garvey.
is not really good in movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are
SNL?
you licking
Yes.
my
SNL,
toes?
yes. We should point out Leslie said that to the dog.
Not the husband. Although if that's what you go for, do your thing. Preferably after John and I leave and are licking each other's toes.
They
Anyway.
usually don't do it after the dogs, that's for sure.
Just for that, I'm touching a butt.
Don't touch the button.
You deserve that one. Dare you? Don't have to broadcast
But yeah,
that.
so-
We're both married.
Oh, and then I also made up posters
To
and
each
then hung
other.
posters in every community board that I could find throughout the city. For people who have these around, Panera Bread almost always has a community board. Wawa
Yes.
almost always has a community board. Public libraries almost always have a community board. Our library bit me in the butt a little bit because they
Yeah.
needed very specific things on the posters in order to hang them,
I know. That was annoying.
including dates, contact information, phone number, email, website. The QR code was not enough for them, which was annoying.
It is
I had
a
to get them on the
library.
second round.
Starbucks usually has a community. Would you stop licking my toes?
Rec centers,
Rec centers. I don't think we have a rec center anywhere near us, though.
courthouses.
We have the pool.
courthouses.
I don't know that I want to leave it at the courthouse.
Why not? You want scary things.
That's too scary.
Too real.
Too
Is
real.
that too
real? Exactly. So all of those things I think were effective. It's very hard to measure how effective though, without, surveying
Metrics.
everyone who shows
I
up
think
and say,
that's-
hey, how did you hear about us?
Stalking them.
Stalking them. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know a good way to get feedback on what are the more effective forms of
A QR code based survey when they leave.
I was going to say, you can set that up. No,
Actually, that's an interesting idea.
It is.
So it's a
would
QR code, goes to a Google
Tell
survey.
us what you thought.
Tell us
QR
what you
code.
thought. How did you find out about us?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a whole list of basic marketing questions that you can put together, and you post it as they leave. Here's this giant QR code. We're looking for feedback.
Yeah.
We want to keep this going. Your feedback helps and matters. Scan and let us know.
That's actually a really great idea. And there's no reason we can't do that now and put it out on like the Facebook page.
Might as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's no harm in putting it out, where you've done it and on the website and everything, and then next year, incorporating that into the end of the haunt.
Yeah,
we've done Twitter in the past where we'll put up like go to this hashtag and tell us what you think, and almost gotten very little feedback.
We did actually get a few hits on the hashtag this year.
This year? Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Whoa, I didn't know that. All right.
Not many, but a few, which was exciting.
Before.
It was better than before. That is accurate. So that's a good idea, Les. John, you want to put that together? Fantastic. Yeah. So next year, don't want to talk about it tonight, but next year we need to find more ways of getting the word out. And I would love to be able to.
She wants them.
I would love to be able to like reach out to local TV and see if they'd be willing to do a story about what we're doing.
Yeah, I think that'd be another way to do it.
But I think we need a media package put together in order to do that.
Yeah, we would definitely need to have a media package. Like if we're going to start looking outside of the social media, let's call it non-traditional, even though it's becoming more common. We need a media package put together in order to be able to walk into any organization and be like, hey, this is what we're doing. Can you post about us? Can you, for all of the places that, we post things, but it's not just a community board.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Being able to say, hey, here's our media package. This is what we're doing. This is where it is. This is all the information. Can we do this?
And I think it'd be beneficial.
And what Leslie means by we, she means Keoni.
John.
Because what K means by Leslie.
Well, Keoni's the one that drives around.
That is true.
And is the face of the organization. Because
that is accurate.
But John puts together the
and that's why I think it would be helpful to have a media package that we could potentially email instead of having to physically drive around and talk to people.
Yeah.
Send out a blast email to all of these places. And then if they want to talk more, if they're interested, then we can devote the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But being able to canvas a whole bunch of businesses would be huge.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, a sponsorship package.
Yeah. Especially, and again, the fact that we're doing this to bring in food donations for the food bank is a huge...
We are supporting a local charity.
It tricks people into thinking that we're nice people.
That too.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So that's something else that I want to put together over the next few months so that in the next summer, we can be sending this out to...
Planning well in advance.
Exactly. I want to get this information out well ahead of when we're actually doing things. And we got lots of nice pictures this year, so we can make it look as pretty as possible. So that's something that we'll be working on into the new year.
Yeah.
Soundscape. Mm-hmm. We need to talk about Soundscape for a moment.
Because you had new toys for your Soundscape.
I did have new toys for my Soundscape. The VFX monster box was awesome. That added a lot to the character.
Yeah.
But for ambient soundscape, what I did was go on Purgatory Props. Purgatory Props has a bunch of soundscapes that they have pre-made and are just ready, download and go. And I had an Asylum soundscape that I really liked. It's creepy as fuck.
Damn.
In fact, it might be a little too creepy because it was disturbing my actors who are young kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I ended up having to change the soundscape last minute to make sure the actors were comfortable.
I think Alan was joking about that hostile work environment.
I was not joking about that.
This is an example of trying to make sure we're not creating a hostile work environment, right?
Well, it's also about adjusting what you do to the actors and to the audience that you have.
That's it.
So if we were all able to go out, Soundscape most likely would not have needed to have been adjusted. Maybe move some of the speakers so that way they weren't in some of the areas with the kids. Then I move around too much. That's really entertaining.
Leslie should never be allowed or never be forced to hold the mic. She normally wears it on her head, so having to hold the microphone is difficult for her.
It's very complicated.
I feel so fancy.
Well, I don't sit still, so it just kind of moves around.
Most of the time, like when we're podcasting, I'm doing dishes, cleaning things, cooking dinner. So I'm very much used to
I'm using my
around.
hands to talk. So when you put a mic in the hand and I'm still talking with it, it's
Yeah,
just
bringing mic
doesn't
stands for
work.
everyone was just not worth it.
And now you regret that choice. So no, it's
that's a show. Regrets. I regret this.
I regret doing this. No, I definitely do not regret doing this.
No, this is way too much fun.
It is.
But yeah, you take what you want to do and you take your plan and then you adjust it to where your audience is, where your actors are, and being able to make those decisions makes a difference.
Absolutely. And I it was absolutely the right call to switch it out, to make sure that the actors felt comfortable and could give it their all. If they were uncomfortable, they wouldn't be nearly as effective.
The urination badge is for the people that you scare, not for
scaring your actors. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, and yes, to a certain point, you want to create an atmosphere for your actors to then work off of. But you don't want to push it so far that they are not in a position where they can do the acting that they want to do.
Right.
That's it.
It's a very good word to say
You could
that.
also just go the route that like our parents did, or like people 50 years ago, and just say, "Suck it up, Buttercup."
That is certainly an option. I think the risk of that is you lose actors. And, we say it all the time. We want our haunt to be as inclusive as possible. We want people to want to come and participate, to feel comfortable while they're participating, to feel comfortable being themselves while they are participating. And so...
Just let him walk in like that.
It was just a good save.
Yeah. And so we will make deliberate effort to do that. Yeah. So, but okay, let's sum up 2025 for a sec. We had a little over 100 people come out. We brought in 215 pounds of food, as well as $80 cash.
That's pretty good.
That we were able to provide to the food bank. And you know what? Considering we're basically a first-year haunt again, I'm kind of okay with that result.
Yeah, that's the other thing that, again, yes, we've done this before. Yes, we've done this in the same area, same house, all of those things. But we really are a first-year haunt again because it's been 3 years.
3 years since we
did it last.
Right.
And we lost a lot of the audience that we had built back in 2020 and 2021. So where do we go from here?
Forward.
We are definitely going to do this for 2026. And 2026 offers some opportunities because Halloween is on a Saturday. So I see the potential to do a 3-day haunt, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Cool.
There's some risk there because we tend not to get trick-or-treaters on Halloween because our neighborhood is not a convenient one.
Live out in the boonies.
We're a little in the boonies. There are not a lot of houses. There's not a lot of opportunity for candy. And so if we are doing it on Halloween, we have to be targeting an older audience.
Yes.
I have a thought.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
So I know that a lot of schools and other organizations do a lot with like trunk or treat.
Sure.
We did that this year.
What if you guys talk to your local school district about coordinating trunk or treat or something similar, especially as if you can get your entire neighborhood involved?
Like a trunk or treat in our neighborhood?
Yeah, with the haunt.
I think they would be reluctant to do a school-sponsored event.
You would have
not
to
on school grounds.
Well,
you could take the Wendigo costume to school grounds.
Because that was the next thing I was thinking.
There's another direction.
You don't need
we could
to ask
potentially
for
set up a
permission.
haunt.
Yeah.
You could just.
That's what I thought you meant.
You could just start chasing after the students.
That is also an option.
So it's much better to chase after
Even
them if you're school sponsored.
even
Give permission.
Even if you're like 200 yards away in like the park outside the school,
Yeah.
then you're on
Even better.
public property.
Even better. Exactly.
That's going to be so shady if you do that. It's just you literally just like, we're all going to have a great time. Sign this waiver.
Here's the thing
No,
about
you
living
don't
in the
get
boonies.
permission.
Most of the neighbors are armed. So there's definitely a line there that need not be
There's a line.
crossed.
Fair enough. Ooh, on net, perfect.
But schools are gun-free zones.
Well, I mean,
Not in the boonies.
but that's actually, I mean, and yeah, if you could get a local school to do it, to invite you,
like something.
That is another direction that I've been thinking about. We talked about potentially trying to open up into a commercial haunt this year,
Right?
Working with Scary Strokes or another venue to potentially do something at their location.
Oh,
That was scary. That was the scariest thing of all so far.
oh,
so you could
The
just
Blackhawks
show
almost scoring.
that.
yeah, no kidding. Ouch.
Jeez.
I have. It's been sitting in the back of my mind really since the middle of October that when Spirit Halloween takes over an abandoned building, they do not use all of the space.
Mhm.
There is a lot of space in the back that does not get used at all.
Right.
And since you're their best customer,
I can't help but wonder if Spirit wouldn't let us set something up showcasing their products in a haunted house. Because
We probably
what a way to bring the haunt to the customers.
Right.
I think, I mean, that's my motto. Doesn't hurt to ask.
Well, and
the
that's
thing
kind of
is
where
with-
I'm at. Like,
it's Spirit, and it's with Spirit too, because they're all pretty much they're all independently operated.
they're
So-
independently operated, but
Like I know there's corporate.
I don't think anyone would do this without corporate signing off on it.
No, they wouldn't. But
I
you
think the
would
way to do
have-
it would be to go to corporate, pitch the idea, and then
I would say
I would
yes.
say the opposite.
Well, not
To be
necessarily-
honest,
no,
because you want the store manager pitching it for you, not you, because the store manager knows how
you
to
want to
talk
have
someone
like
on your team.
you want somebody that's already there
Bought in.
on your
Yeah.
team, bought it in,
Yeah.
and that way knowing which store manager or a couple store managers, and then
there is no way to get hold of the store manager now because the store doesn't exist anymore.
Well, I mean,
And-
you could walk into the store and say, "Is there a contact?"
There's no store.
What do you mean?
Spirit shuts down.
Spirit is shut down. They're
Well,
gone.
November 10th.
Well, okay. There's email. You could use corporate email.
Corporate is all that's left right now.
You have to use something.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way to go through anyone but corporate
Fine,
right now.
if you've thought about this already. Jeez, just stare at us while we're talking and trying to make points, and then being like, "You guys are complete idiots."
I think it's a relevant point. But
No,
there is no
but-
Spirit store manager right now.
Well, but okay. So you contact them on social media. You contact them on corporate email. Whatever it would do. I mean, if you contact them,
I'm
so
going to
if you-
proposition them.
what are you going to do?
He's gonna wave a weenie at him.
I was.
John just laid his head down on the desk.
Look here, there's got to be something.
You walked into that.
You really did.
No, I.
You 100% walked into that. Accept your fate and let's move on.
I would if it was the fate wasn't ongoing. Unfortunately.
Exactly. I think it would be beneficial to reach out to potentially a couple of different organizations and see if anyone wants to do a haunted house
You'd
for
have
charity.
I think that's I was gonna say. You throw some charity in there. You would have to probably tone certain aspects down. I don't think you could use child labor
think
anymore.
I mean, I might.
I don't know. Corporately, I don't know if a corporately owned business would be cool.
If we were doing it with Spirit, absolutely, we would not be able to.
Yes.
If we were doing it with something like the Veterans of Foreign Wars,
Sure.
or
Sure.
the Elks, or a community organization like that,
Sure.
they would probably be on board with child labor.
I do believe
I think
that
you'd have to
John
call
has
it something different.
Yes, it's called volunteer hours.
There you
Volunteer
go.
hours.
I do believe that John has contacts with the Illuminati.
John, hook us up.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay, that's what I like to hear.
Yes, I need shiny things.
So, what do you guys think? Is it worth trying to pursue that this year,
Yes.
or
What's the worst that could happen?
Olafson.
do we give it another year and?
I think we ask
It's
because I think it's going to be a long shot.
why not? What's the harm?
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like I don't want to wait and decide. I say we start asking now because whether or not that is a go completely defines and determines how we build, design,
how
and
we're going to be
plan
designing
everything.
Yeah.
To your
Yeah,
point
yeah,
about Spirit, if we were to wait for a store manager, I don't think we'd have enough time.
we would not. Like, we would go straight to
That's right.
corporate and exactly.
And I think the thing,
But that also might be the case of like they might have a say or be requesting a say on theme, plot, everything. So if this is something that we want to pursue, we need a plan, a pitch, and an email sent within the next 30 days, basically, because that is going to determine everything that we do next year, all of our timelines, all of our deadlines, all of the materials that we can use, everything that we have to do. And if we're going to be showcasing...
we're no longer accountable to just each other.
Exactly.
If I could interject.
Always.
We still haven't identified him.
Spirit has no idea what product they're going to be putting out yet.
They don't, but they will be announcing. Well, I take that back. They probably do know what they're putting out. It's probably in development right now, and it will be announced in the summer.
Right. And if you're trying to incorporate their
frack.
If you're trying to incorporate their product, then
sure, but that's certainly something that we can use in the pitch.
Yeah.
We will
that's what
use
I'm
it to
saying.
showcase your product's general term, not necessarily what's coming new this year, but the way that we use their products in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like writing, like, if it was actually done with lines like, did you see me scare that woman? Now I did that with the fantastic Screambox 2200X, all available from Spirit Halloween.
Yeah, exactly.
So, John, sounds like you have some commercials to write.
Huh? Abso-freaking-lutely.
You know what? I would complain. It's been a long time since it's had a solid break.
Yeah, in fact, I need you to create one for HelloFX, by the way.
But, man, remember what was the Pumpkin? Was that the first one we did? What the hell is his name? That cartoon jack-o'-lantern from HelloFX? You get a plush, right? It doesn't matter. Sorry.
I can't remember his name. That wasn't HelloFX. That was AtmosFX.
No, you're right. No,
that was a trip. Avs going to power play.
Nice. We're getting another power play with 2 minutes, 34 seconds left in the game.
But no, I think the other thing is still his point. Let's say they say no or something like that. One, we haven't lost anything. But also they might give us something that said, you know what, we like this idea, but we need X, Y, and Z. Yeah, from you in order to do it. So then and if that's the case, maybe we can or can't do it this year.
Okay, so I think we're in agreement. It's at least worth reaching out to a couple of organizations. One, to see if we can get any of them to sponsor us.
Mm-hmm.
Or two, to see if any of them have a venue where
we could set something
we could potentially set something up.
Work with them to, like your candle lighters.
Like the candle lighters. Right. Exactly.
You could do actor training, the schools. Acting classes for haunts.
I mean, that's something else that
I'm just...
Do we know anything?
That's something else that I have been thinking about a lot over the last month. Because I struggled so much to get actors, like, where are there groups that may be willing to act? And like local theater groups, local theater programs at high schools are all, I think, potential sources of actors that we should be tapping into.
Yeah.
Just stay away from SAG.
We should definitely stay away from SAG actors.
We can't afford
We
SAG
can't afford
rates.
that. So that's another area that I'd like to pursue.
We could negotiate with Sean Astin.
We could negotiate with Sean Astin. If anyone knows the contact info for Sean Astin, please get that to Les.
You can also add, why do you have this? Just curious.
Yeah. So those are two avenues that I would like to
Sean's okay.
pursue this year. And I think we really need to get started on the first one,
probably.
now.
Yeah, we really do. Because, again, like we said, we need a media package.
We need to put together a media package, put together a sponsorship package, and then start putting those out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
Now.
You know what thought I'd had is to just purely for like a fun thing for if we ever did do you remember for Fear Expo we taught a couple of classes?
I don't think it was Fear Expo, but
whatever.
Yeah.
Whenever we taught things. We should just purely for fun, not for informational purposes. Holy shit. If we want to just have some fun for a class or seminar or something, you and I should offer to teach hot makeup and then have Leslie there just to laugh and make fun of us.
Oh God!
Just
As long as no one's paying us for it.
and then we can see if we can get Spirit to pledge like $1 every time Leslie rolls her eyes, shakes her head, does something like that, or just has her headed like, oh my God. Just
See, this is Instagram shit.
I like this.
If you want to see more of that, definitely check out all of our social media at Haunting University on Instagram, at Haunting You, just the letter U on YouTube, and of course, Facebook.com/HauntingU.
I think people would pay for that.
No.
I don't think people would pay for that.
I think who we need
It's bad enough.
is Walker. Walker and I'll do makeup tutorials.
There we go. Yes. Yes.
See, I would pay for
I'm a
that.
kitten.
His thing was fantastic.
I'm a kitten?
No, when he did Thing.
Oh, when he did Thing?
That was fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, I left after Halloween. We just left some random makeup materials sitting on the kitchen table, and my son started playing with it. He wanted to create Thing, and so he just started drawing on his hand with the makeup materials.
He did really, really good.
I'll post some pictures.
Was pretty good.
So I think we have our way forward. We know what we want to accomplish over the next couple of months, and we have a general idea of where we want to go for next year as well, and the goals that we want to accomplish with that haunt. So I think that's pretty good. I think we've wrapped up our post-mortem.
I'm disappointed though. This is a lot more productive than I was hoping it would be.
Well, we have an hour and 55 minutes recorded right now, and I promise you at least half of that is garbage.
True.
And you guys have been here for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
So
Was that today?
less productive than you think.
Oh, yeah.
And where's the shenanigans? You promised me shenanigans.
John
you know
actually
the
was
problem
looking
is?
up shenanigans on our way over here.
So there's a problem with that.
You promised me organized shenanigans. We've had disorganized shenanigans.
Okay, so this is the one with math. Would you rather get $10 every time you snapped or $10 million for the rest of your life?
Dude, I snap so much.
Can you have 2 dogs?
So John pitched this one to me on the way over, and I did the math.
You did the math.
We did the math. And if we were to snap 1 snap per second continuously, it would take about 11 days to make the
10 million.
10 million, which, granted, cannot snap continuously for a whole host of reasons, but 11 days is not an unreasonable number. That
No.
suggests to me that
No.
over my lifetime, I will make way more money than 10 million.
By snapping.
By
and getting
snapping.
$10 a snap.
Yeah.
Considering how often I have to snap with the 2 dogs, I'm going to give me the snaps.
Makes
$10
some
a
serious
snap
money.
every time.
And when I'm driving, I'm snapping at drivers all the time.
You snap now? I thought you just pointed.
No, it was both. Snap point. Snap point.
Yeah, you guys know what that is. That means that you
We don't
have
like
to
dogs
pay
all perked
attention.
up when we all started snapping.
It's like $300 right there, though.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, definitely going with $10
You just have
a
to
snap.
commit to it.
Exactly. And I would, for that kind of money, I would absolutely commit. That means I wouldn't have to work anymore. I would absolutely commit to that.
All right, fair enough.
That is my job now.
Snap.
All right.
Snapping.
That's a really easy job.
Right? That's what I'm talking about.
You
Right?
just space it out so your thumbs don't, go numb. And,
You identify how much you need a month, and then you just need to snap that many times in the first week. And then everything else from that is just,
What did
money
you
on
say?
top.
You told me to do some math, and I forget what it doesn't matter. All right. Would you rather spend 1 year in prison for a crime you did not commit, or 2 years in prison for a crime? I'm scared of Leslie's answer. 2 years in prison for a crime you very much did commit, but the crime was hilarious.
I'd like to hear examples of hilarious
I
crimes.
am also very curious what this hilarious crime
thought
is.
about that. I chose not to because what each of us thinks is hilarious might be slightly different.
Hilarious or justified?
The letter of the question is hilarious. I don't.
Like,
it can be both justified and hilarious
Yeah,
because
like-
I can think of quite a
I
number of
was-
things that would be both that I would absolutely do and be willing to spend 2 years in jail.
Not really.
I had that exact same thought.
Together.
I can absolutely think of things where I would be willing to spend 2 years in jail for justice.
Hilarious justice.
Hilarious justice. I mean, I'm also looking at it as 2 years where I can just sit and read and write for 2 years. And
Yeah,
that just
exactly.
Sounds delightful.
Sorry, I was.
They probably won't let you knit in.
That's okay.
Crochet.
No,
I can
no pointy
write.
things.
No
in prison.
pretty things.
I can write. Even if they won't let me have my sparkly freaking fountain pens. Bastards. That's fine.
Every time you start to put on bat wheels, Ezra gets so excited and he'll jump up and clap and then turn and charge the person who put it on, screaming justice in the deepest voice he possibly can.
I love everything about that.
Mostly ending a tackle.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so I think we were all in agreement there.
Would you rather have the reflexes equivalent to Spider-Man or the intelligence equal to Iron Man?
Iron Man.
I think I pick Iron Man. Stuff with Spidey would be cool, but you can build the things of equivalent fun with that kind of intelligence.
Okay, which Spider-Man?
Okay. I don't want to show you. You'll make fun of it. So let's just say Tobey Maguire. The
Oh,
actual, like the one they.
that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. What do you mean? Miles Morales one or Peter Parker one?
Well, that's the question. Because depending
mean-
on which Spider-Man, are we talking Spider-Gwen? There's a whole bunch of options here that need to be.
Spider-Pig,
Spider-Pig.
T-Rex. No. The T-Rex
Isn't-
Spider-Man is the best one.
Isn't there a spider pool? Like a Deadpool?
Yeah.
Over,
Yeah. There's the Spider-Verse. They show everything. There's Spider everything.
So-
Spider-Punk.
Again, my point stands.
So I'll put it this way.
Which Spider-Man?
I would pick Miles Morales one, but I still think I pick Tony because you're still limited to those powers. With Tony, you can create things that would.
Right.
Further,
but
but-
if we're talking the most recent Spider-Man, why am I blanking on the actor?
What, Tom Holland?
Yes, Tom Holland,
I
who
mean,
is kind of, heir apparent to Tony Stark in the sense of his build capability.
I
So
don't-
yeah, that's a tough one because there's just so many Spider-Man options, each
Iron
with their
Man.
own.
The right answer is Iron Man.
I think no. If you could pick anything, the right answer is T-Rex Spider-Man.
No, the right answer is
Spider-Rex.
Deadpool.
There is
but-
that's a thing.
I'm
Yes, I
aware
know.
that it
Have
is
you
a
seen the
thing.
movie? He's
I-
literally swinging. It's a T-Rex swinging at you from
Look at my
webs.
ears.
I mean, if that's not the best thing in film I've
Okay,
ever
did
seen,
they
I'm
all
not sure
just
what
decide
is.
to match?
Maybe
Apparently they did.
if Rachel got tired of it
Like-
all.
but,
Sure she did.
but Kiefer
No.
was not invited.
No, Kiefer was not invited.
No.
Yeah. So thank you for those shenanigans, John.
I should point out, and this is if you should look, I'll have to find her. One of the best follows I found on Instagram is a woman who's a goalie that plays, I think, just beer league in Canada, and puts a nanny cam on a crow that she puts on top of her helmet, and she just sings.
No, that was just for Halloween that she did the crow.
Was it?
Yeah.
What's the other one then?
I mean, she
There's
posts
always
videos.
something.
She posts videos all the time.
I know, but there's always some sort of thing. It's not just a camera.
I don't think so.
I have to look. I thought it was something because before it was like a puck hit it, and she was just like, and I forget what the
Yeah,
name was.
that was specifically for Halloween. Anyway, so I think that wraps us up. Thank you all for putting up with this chaos. I hope that it was at least somewhat entertaining and you got to learn something from our lessons learned in 2025,
Assuming you can parse them out between all the shenanigans.
assuming you can parse them out through all the shenanigans. My
It's
God, I'm going to
going to be a
spend
minute.
days
Yeah,
trying
you
to
are.
edit this one.
Now
Yeah,
get
you
out
are.
of my house.
Indeed. Kicking us out. It's time to roll. So thank you all for bearing with us. We will see you next time.
God damn it, you said my name.
Ha!
I'll edit it out.
Bastard.
I'll bleep it out.
I'll bleep it out.
That's even better.
Yeah, it is.
Check back with us in December when we will have
Alrighty.
Breck and his crew back on to talk about how everything went for Athens Screen Park for their 2025 season. So we look forward to seeing you then. Les, take us out.
Alrighty. Well, thank you to all of you listeners. We really just have so much fun doing this, and I hope that you guys can tell, because this is truly what makes our day and our week every time we get a chance to record, to do anything Haunt related. And if we ever get a chance to do things in my living room or my basement living room, well, life just gets a little bit more fun. So thank you to all of us from here at Haunting You in my basement, and happy haunting.
Bye, everybody.
We are incredibly grateful to all the sponsors who make this show possible, especially our premium sponsors, the Chamber of Haunters and VFX. You can learn more about our premium sponsors by checking out their websites at chamberofhaunters.com and vfxcreates.com. Check out our website at huntingyou.com for more information on everything that we do. Haunting You can be reached via Facebook at facebook.com/hauntingyou with just the letter U, or on Instagram under the handle @hauntinguniversity, and YouTube under the handle @hauntingyou. Haunting You is a production of Sanguine Creek Entertainment. All audio clips and sound effects are used under a Creative Commons Attribution or Public Domain license from Purple Planet Music at purple-planet.com or the Sound Bible at soundbible.com. Please see the show notes for more information on all the clips used in this episode.
Well, you'll probably get.
Hey, John,
pepper sprayed.
will you be my reindeer and call me a goblin?
Why are you talking about Thursday night? Thought we discussed